Some time ago in Philadelphia, a new tech company began to recruit workers. A certain black American guy and a native white American man applied for the same position, and both parties got summoned for a physical interview. Upon arrival, a white lady occupying the reception desk asked the two interview prospects to sit and wait prior to when the interviewer arrives. Apparently, the two men were so punctual to have arrived a little earlier than official opening hours. Even the cleaner, a black woman, was still tidying up the space. She seemed tense and obviously behind schedule. The cleaner finished with the room and scurried off to the inner chamber. Other staff arrived. The day fully kicked off. Both interviewees waited for quite a long while, approximately 3 whole excruciating hours. The black man glanced at his wristwatch, realized how long it had been, and grew impatient. He didn't bargain to spend the entire day waiting on the job interview. He walked up to the receptionist and said, "Excuse me, ma'am, hasn't the interviewer arrived yet?" The receptionist smiled at him and replied, "The boss isn't here yet, sir, but once he arrives, you will be informed." The black guy said, "Okay," and then returned to his seat. Meanwhile, his counterpart, the white guy, comported himself with a newspaper. 1 hour later, the black guy went back to the receptionist and queried her again. "Why are you ignoring us? Have you postponed the interview?" The receptionist smiled at him and replied, "Calm down, gentlemen. The boss is almost here." The black guy wasn't satisfied, but grumbled back to his seat. 1 hour later, the black guy approached the receptionist and yelled at her, "I know what's going on here!" Surprised at the sudden outburst, the receptionist stared at him, hoping they would come to terms, but he fired on. "Yes, I know why I'm being ignored. It's because I'm a black man." The black guy said this to the receptionist, and then turned to his co-interviewee. "You think I don't know they've already chosen you? Why don't you just save me the trauma and hypocrisy?" The white guy took no offense from his counterpart's frustration and even attempted to pacify him by tapping his back, urging him to calm down, but the black guy rather intensified the outburst. At this point, the receptionist smiled, shook her head intently, and then declared, "Gentlemen, the interviewer has arrived." Both interviewees immediately fell into character and comported themselves for the main event. They glanced round the perimeter, hoping to behold the long-awaited interviewer, but only beheld the cleaner stepping out of the inner chamber and wearing a warm smile. Confused, the black guy once again confronted the receptionist. "I thought you said the interviewer has arrived." The receptionist smiled and replied, "Oh, yes, she has, right there." She points to the cleaner, who affirms her with a nod. The confused black man stared at the cleaner, then glanced from the receptionist to his counterpart. "Isn't she the cleaner?" he mumbled. The cleaner smiled at him and replied, "I am the boss, your interviewer." Both interviewees stared at the cleaner with wide eyes, mouth agape. "First and foremost, I am a black woman, and this interview had nothing to do with your skin color," the cleaner resounded. "You both had impressive resumes. You scored the highest points in the assessment tests given to you. Your scores were tied, so the HR couldn't make the pick. I had to step in with the final test on character assessment. I'm sure you both can score yourselves already." Let's end this story here. Sometimes it's best not to base our lives on common stereotypes. There is more to life than the color of your skin. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and put on the notification bell.